Okay, now I just need to now I'm going live. Turn on my laptop. Whoop, let's turn off my laptop. Pull the cable here. Go on, laptop, wakey wakey. Right, okie dokie. I'll just see if my have I had an email up? Okay. Right. The update with regards to my order from Germany for some model railway parts. They're somewhere in the UK. Hello, Supertram. Hi, I've had a good week. I've had a couple of days from hell, but on the whole, I've had a good week. My repeaters do not. Why is that? When you're trying to do something on the computer, your pop-ups that you need, like AVG and your other stuff. Apparently, West Balkans is out, and the updates is here, but I've not got the I've not got that on my computer yet. AVG, another pop-up to say that you're running. I know you are running. What about battery? Battery running low. Hang on a second. Ah, dear. Transit, AVG, I know you are running. You don't need to tell me every time. God's sake. Hi up, Gaming Flame, how you doing? Right, okay. Now that we're off, I hope my volume is okay, because everything was unplugged. I have a cat looking at me down there. Yeah, let's put the kitty on camera. Non-block. Ready. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think. Yeah, you mentioned something about being in Scotland. They had that weather warning. The little kitty down there, that's Bergen. She's eyeing up the camera at the moment. Okay. Ooh. And all my wires are getting tangled up. Okay, right. Now, one of these wires comes out. Let me see if I follow this one. ABG, piss off. If I suddenly go off the air, back in a safer Falkirk. Yeah, it's a little bit more inland, a little bit more sheltered because you've got a few mountains in the way. Yeah. Well, on yesterday I was running around Shropshire. I was given a run. My run sent me for some strange reason. Oh, God. My run sent me, because how it had been planned, to go to Ellesmere, which is an SY postcode, not to be confused with Ellesmere Port. Yeah. Right, okay. Computer, stay as you are, please. For God's sake, little laptop. And put you facing me up a bit more. Right. I've gone down to Ellesmere. Yeah, nice one. 35 subs. You're on the way. Well, it's a milestone. It is a good milestone to have. Right, we'll take. I think we'll. We'll start today's trip. I think in Iceland. I think. And next week I get paid, so I'll be buying Balkans then. So I'll get that paid, get that all sorted out. I don't know, my kitty's just wandered off to. One's downstairs somewhere. The other one is, you've just seen Bergen. She's just wandering around. When I go and get my break, she'll probably follow me downstairs. I think she's probably by the door to the model railway room. Worked out what the problem was with my side shift thing. It's like clicking a bit and what have you. That clicking I could feel, it was actually banging on the hangers. It got pretty bloody hit. Yeah, as I was saying, going back to what I was on earlier on yesterday, Ellesmere, into Telford, up to Craven Arms, back into Telford. I'm like, no, it's only an hour from Craven Arms, Ellesmere to Craven Arms. It's an hour from Craven Arms to Telford. I'll do it that way. Coming down the road and in my truck and down the A49, it's like, okay, I can see where the road is, so I'll just gently bimble through it. Next thing my truck is like, that does not sound good. Looks at the angles me mirrored downwards to see where the exhaust is. Can't see the exhaust. I can just see bubbles. The exhaust was underwater. Although being in a truck, the intake was up the top. Just bear with me a second. It has, Maestro. Where the hell have you been? I've been on here every bloody every day, every Saturday. Well, so yeah, as I say, my DAF CF. It's got a model one here. Although I'll get the thing off. Right. I don't know if you can see it, but where are we now? On mine, the intake trunk is up at the back. There we are. It's off. Right. You can see at the back there. Right. Okay. He's looking at the camera. Let's just tab out. Right. I need something to point with. Something like a pen or something like that. This'll do. So of course, got my intake here. It comes up there, goes down there, and there's a filter box. And my exhaust is down here. Okay, back here, hold on, I've got a 26-ton rigid body. So I know that I'm relatively okay, as long as I can keep positive pressure on the exhaust. Going down this road, and my exhaust is gurgling like a bloody speedboat. And comes down as this Mini. Now, bear in mind, the water is already about a foot deep at this point. And the woman in this Mini, she is in tears. She's gone in, but she's gone in quick. Water's come up over the front of her bloody bonnet, and her engine has taken a big gulp of water. Now, as you're probably aware, the engine on a car is designed to burn petrol or diesel and air. Okay. And this particular one, because obviously she'd gone through and got a bow wave, the engine had tried to burn petrol and water. Oh dear. And it's one of these modern Minis, so it's got a electronic handbrake where you press a button in the cab on the dashboard to release the handbrake. Or it might be down on the centre console. So you can't exactly just go with a bloody handbrake ratchet. Which means a handbrake wouldn't release. So I couldn't pull it anyway. Yeah, I mean, you could burn hydrogen, but that's not really available yet. But yeah, it's a flammable product which burns quite nicely with air. If you get the right mixture, it goes bang quite nicely. Right, okay, let's get myself a trailer, because I need a cargo trailer manager. And we'll take one of these, I think. These are an old style trailer. So, because obviously our engine was hydrolocked, it's bollocks. It would have cracked the bloody, it potentially could have cracked the head on the engine. Yeah, it's not compressed natural gas. Yeah, I think Vauxhall had the dual fuel, biofuel, I think whatever it was, which was petrol or CNG. And this particular one, so obviously we couldn't push it, and she was in tears, and we wanted to get her car out of there. Unfortunately, to get to the tow point, she's got to get out of the car, pop a flap, open the boot, and screw this thing in. You can't simply just like with my car, just like reach under the bumper and there's this thing to pull with. Yeah. So towing her car was not an option. Yeah. So there she was, stuck in this bloody river. By the time I got to Craven Arms, unloaded, I've now got to go to Telford. I'm already now late. One of my drops closed at yeah, that's water getting into places that you don't want water to be in, especially with an EV. Because water can then get into the battery, and when water gets into places it shouldn't do, it tends to do, it can do some damage. You know, it will short things out, and when you get shorted electrics out, that's when things can sometimes get a little bit smoky. When you've got an EV, you've got quite a big issue with that. It can do a lot of damage. It can actually write your car off. Well, if you do it right, you can you can drive in a red warning, but it's generally not advisable. If you go through slowly through floodwaters, you'll probably be okay. Yeah, it doesn't have in the case of having the right vehicle for the conditions. I mean, you wouldn't try to cross the some mountain pass somewhere in a Fiat 500. You probably want to do it in a 4x4. Yeah, so what are we going to do today? We're going to run. There's my trailer. There's my little kitty looking at me. Yeah, that'll do it. No wonder. Because at the front of a Tesla, there's an intake for the cooling air for the batteries. Water would have been shoved down there at quite a rate of knots. Also, as well, Teslas, they've got a very flat underside, which would mean you hit the water at the right angle, you will skip across the water. Hello, life, how you doing? You'll skip across the water like a bloody stone across the pond. I'm doing great. Some people aren't though right now. It's a bit hairy for those people up in Scotland. Shropshire as well was underwater. Right, okay, let's do a couple of jobs in ETS, and we'll switch to ATS for the second half of the stream. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, that's not good. That shizzle is definitely not what you want. Best thing you can do is open your window slightly and stay in a different room to your mum. Minimize your exposure to ensure that you can stay safe. You couldn't. I mean, I'll say on my way back from Craven Arms. I did actually see that mini. It was the flood waters had gone down. Yeah, so you were pumped away and what have you. Yeah, so. But the car was there, his hazard lights were on. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say, really. Yeah, we'll do this one. We'll take some tyres from Norskin too as a fuel dump. And then I need to downgrade my... Now, if you're young, fit and healthy, you'll probably be okay. I mean, I've probably had some exposure to it in my job as a driver. Right, so we gotta go down to Norsken now. We gotta pick up some tyres, and then we gotta go up to the northwest corner of Iceland. I'm gonna turn that shizzle off. Right, options, gameplay. Yeah, as long as you can keep your risk of exposure, as long as you can keep your exposure to a minimum, you should be okay. No guarantee though, as with anything. Emergency brake vehicles disabled. Right, okay. And 1. Yeah, you've probably, life, because you've got your job, you've probably been exposed to it. But because you've been exposed to it, not as a massive clump, but like a little bit of here, a little bit of there, a little bit there, a little bit there, you've probably got an immunity to it. I say probably. You've probably been exposed to it and stuff. Made yourself immune. Also as well, Supertram, sounds great. Wear a surgical mask. But you can be asymptomatic as well, which means you could have it. It'll be picked up on a test, but you'll probably find I'm at the right place. Okay, 20 tons of rice is going instead. Still going to the same place. You'll probably find that you will be showing no symptoms. I mean, if you're asymptomatic, that makes it worse. Well, hopefully, life, if you've had your booster, you'll be fine and dandy. Yeah. Let's hope it stays that way. Yeah, if you're negative, you will be asymptomatic because you ain't got the virus. And that virus is one that, if it gets hold of you, and if it wants you, it'll have you. Ah, damn. Well, if you've had all the jabs, you'll probably be okay. But that still doesn't mean that you won't actually get the virus. So it means that if you get it, for a while, you will. You'll show up as COVID positive, but your immune system will be doing its thing. So, hopefully, it'll be all the good. Right, we are now going up to Azafjordur on this one. That's strange also. I mean, the thing is though, like, people are scared of it. And I can understand people being scared of viruses and likes, you know. But I think it's also as well the way we live these days. Not to mention the fact that there's so many Facebook doctors knocking about who just happen to be on your Facebook friends list. You know, and where are we heading to? We are heading there. That's where we're going. And this is quite an entertaining road. If it's a road, I think it is. I mean, respect the virus by all means. But one of the issues that I think, I mean, I'm no expert to this, because we rely on chemicals to wipe away all the germs, which I have nothing against that. Our immune system has become lazy, which is why COVID is as big a problem as it is. I mean, I might be wrong. Yeah, exactly. So, of course, when your body sees this virus, I don't know what to do. Whereas before, you know, some guy who's like eats his bloody sandwiches with grubby hands, you know, doesn't particularly have the cleanest of environments. His body sees the same virus and like, you ain't welcome here, son. Get the fuck out of here. Bish bash bosh. And the other guy, who's germophobic, suddenly finds out he's in bloody ER, you know, unable to breathe because the virus has taken hold of him. I'm somewhere between the two. Yeah. I don't live in a completely sterile environment, but at the same time I don't live in too dirty of an environment. So when I come along and get exposed to the virus, it'll probably know what to do. Because I've been there, you know, handling tyres. My colleagues used to wear gloves. I didn't. You know, my boss is like, do you bother wearing gloves with those regions? Nah. So I've probably eaten all sorts of bloody crap. Yeah. So for me, exposure to the virus will probably make me feel a little bit off, but I'll generally probably be okay. Touch wood. Yeah, I mean, The amount of times I used to, as a kid, I used to come home, yeah, I've been playing the garden, bloody hands were filthy. I was eating my sandwiches. I mean, I was at a bloody canal festival a few years ago. Orders a hot dog. And the woman picks up the bloody sausage and he flirts out the bloody clippers. Can't give you that one, she says. I just reached down and grabbed it. Yeah. When she gives you a new hot dog sausage, what do you mean? It's only been on the ground 2 seconds. Oh, we're not allowed to give it you. Fair enough. Yoink. Case is a bit earthy, but it was generally okay. So if you look after your immune system will look after you. Yeah. Feed your immune system. Don't rely on chemicals, because it sounds great. The more bleaches we use, I mean, we're going on about bloody save the environment and stuff, what have you. What about all the chemicals that we are using to keep things clean? All the bleaches, all the bloody sprays. Yeah. You have a bloody spray cleaner. That uses propane to push the chemical out of the can. Well, that's a greenhouse gas. So the more bloody chemical... Yeah, good. Keep drinking water. Yeah. The more chemicals that we use and produce to demise all that bleaches and stuff, that's more pollution in the environment. Because where does all that bloody bleach go? It goes down the drain, which goes into the bloody, which ends up going to the water treatment works, and eventually gets back into the water. We stop using bloody phosphates and stuff on farms and start using more natural fertilisers rather than chemical ones. That's the thing, I don't drink as much water as I should do. So once I get to Eisfjordur, I will stop and make myself a cup of coffee. Then downgrade my ATS to 1.85, 1.46, not 1.46.5, so I can carry on running Pro Mods. I mean, notice how places like Africa, Ghana and the likes, which have issues with Ebola, did well with COVID. A lot of people don't drink water because it just has no taste to it. Well, actually, that's a fact, because it does. I mean, if I have a cup of coffee in my house, yeah, it tastes different to a cup of coffee at your mate's house. Even if I use the same coffee, the same milk, and the same amount of sugar in the same cup, it tastes different. Huh? What was the product? What product are you on about? You've lost me. What for? You've completely lost me. when I went to Scotland, the water tasted completely different again. Oh, I bought mine off. To activate the. Oh, I bought mine off Steam a long time ago. No, I didn't have one. I downloaded mine and initially off the SES website, then moved it migrated to Steam, and ATS came straight off Steam. So whatever product key I had with the game is now tied to my account. Yeah, Steam. I'll just pause the game for a second. Okay, and Steam. Oh, well, I mean, that's public profile anyway, so yeah. There we are. Boom, 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 boom. Might have to stream that one day. So you just go to there, American Truck. You just go to the store page. You search ATS. That's what you get, and add to cart. It's only €5 at the moment. I'd download from Steam. Well, chances are you have probably got a dodgy copy, which may just fill your computer full of shit that you don't want. Well, last night I came home from the railway club and my next door neighbours were playing ABBA. And I could hear their music. Now, I'm not going to complain about that. I use it for ATS, Eurotruck, APB, which I've not played for ages, but you need a Graham's First account for that. And yeah, my wall between my house and next door is about as wide as my laptop. That's it. There's no insulation between our house. So if they've got their stereo up against the wall in an alcove, their speakers are against the wall. Now they've got their music at an acceptable level. I mean, I know those neighbours. They're not the general type of neighbour that goes out to cause trouble with excessive noise. Yeah, they've never had to tell me to turn my music down, and I've never had to tell them to turn their music down. Just because we live in such an old house, it hasn't got the insulation between the properties. So that's where the thing probably came about. I mean, I used to live in a modern house, and the guy who used to live there used to work nights. So his routine was 12 hours opposed to mine. Now I'm watching TV late at night and they put the washing machine on and turns my TV down. Now their kitchen was at the front behind our living room. I can hear as our washing machine went onto a spin, was doing its thing. It's a washing machine. Not the loudest of appliances. And I could hear it. Modern houses, especially co-joined ones, like terrace houses and semi-detached, and flats, especially. Yeah, probably because our radio is right up against the wall. So they probably not got it mega loud so that the sound is transmitting through the wall. You know, modern houses are not built to isolate noise very well. But they don't do a good of a job. But next door but one call their child for dinner. I can hear them shouting. You know, come and get your dinner. I can hear it. Oh right, yeah, they are playing it too loud then. But modern houses are not built as well to isolate sound. Flats are terrible for it. Time to go to manual mode, I think. Yeah, mine aren't too bad. And I've stalled. Yeah, you could do. Ah, that's why it's so fucking steep. So let's lift an axle, shall we? Ammo. I mean, 9:56. I mean, it's not like you're trying to go to bed. If I did that on my DAF, it'd be screaming at me now. Change up, change. Or it actually automatically override the gear change and change up for me. with my house as well, Maestro, I've had to bolt my loft hatch to make sure that nobody can get in there. Because I can actually go into my loft with a pair of ladders, with a couple of boards. Put the boards by the wall. Put the ladders by the wall. And actually go into next door. Well, sleep's not that bad, is it? You feel tired, get to bed. God. Okay, we are, was it? We're 217 kilometers away. I mean, we used to have a guy next door to where I used to live. Oh, he'd think nothing of playing bloody loud music 2 o'clock in the morning. Music with lyrics like F the Jews, kill the ends. Yeah, that kind of a guy. You know, your typical Nazi music like Screwdriver and the likes. Oh God, he was... But yeah, a fine example of the locals. Bloody hell. Well, where I live now, there's not really that much of a problem with yeah, for some people that's autism can be like that. You have to have a routine. You don't like change their routine. Unfamiliar surroundings. Bloody hell. That ain't good, man. You need to find someone to do. Yeah, once that's the thing, it's a settling in, that's the problem. Right, this is where things are going to get entertaining. I think what I'm going to do in a minute, once I've done this, I've never had that problem though. You know, one thing that I do like is new and interesting places. Which is why I went to Shetland 2 years ago. Well, 4 years ago now. I want to go again. But I also as well want to go to this place. I mean, I myself have probably got air shielding. On the wall there's a picture hook with no picture on it. Of course at lockdown I lost it. I thumped it. That's voices of me. Please return. Attention students, please return back to your classes. The break is now over. Thank you. Yeah? We apologise for the late running of this class. The teacher is still in detention. However, I've also... Oh, thanks. I actually made the skin myself. reckon, Supertron, that when you actually leave school, you'll probably actually have quite a good education. I think you'll come out of school with good grades. You seem fairly, despite your issues with autism, I think you're quite intelligent. You do. What is that? Whale over there. Oh, you can have some fun with that. Go to where the IT department is, was it? Change the IT files, the sound bites. Oi, pupils! Period's ended. Get to the next class now! Swap it in with the voice of Roy Chubby Brown or Ozzy Osbourne, but don't own up to anything. It's a good idea, because when I was at school we had a bell. Oh, that's alright. Actually, by being made project manager as opposed to getting an audition, that's probably better than getting the audition in the first place. Like I said, it's probably a better position than simply getting the fact that you want to do a soundbite. And I went to Rails of Sheffield Rummage a few months ago. Now, bear in mind, I do, as you can see, I'm quite comfortable being on the webcam, yeah, talking to you guys and the likes, and chatting on. This is not a drill. The kitchen have just burnt your burgers. Please evacuate. Oh, the fire alarm at Enza High School. Oh, that was an ear-piercing shriek. With these electronic clacks and things, it didn't half hurt your ears. But yeah, I get one of the presenters a model Class 08 shunter. Keeps it to Jenny Kirk like. Next thing you know, he sits down and points the webcam at me. I'm like, shit, what the fuck do I say? I just sort of froze solid. Because it's not my webcam. I felt strange being on somebody else's stream and so like put on the spot. I just froze solid. But when I was in the background and the webcam wasn't pointing, I was fine. But here I am on a webcam. Yeah, we just got the we just had the two-tone alarm. beep, 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 beep. And it was like, if you slowed it down, it would actually go bee woo, wee woo. But it was really, really high pitched squeal. Ah, God, it was uncomfortable. I mean, when I went on the ferry to Shetland Islands, sorry, let's call it Shetland, not the Shetland Islands. You know, you had the announcement, this is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard the Rossi for your trip to Lerwick. You know, for your safety, please read all about it. You know, in case of emergency, this will be denoted by 7 long tones on the ship's klaxon. Yada yada yada. So yeah, I mean these automated alarms, they are in some way, I think, probably more reassuring. Do I fancy something there? Fuck off. On board the Rossi, it was a male voice. Oh crap, I think I need fuel. So fuel up then, make the delivery. Probably male voice. Yeah, thought so. Just as I said that, you typed it. Ninja. You ninja me! Nah, he never left, he's probably watching the stream or just watching what we're doing. Hovering above the moderator button. Nah, you're not that bad, guys. Slippy slidey. Right, well there's fuel, so we can actually fuel up actually at the delivery. Thought as much. Right, so we'll make this delivery here. You know, this reminds me of Costco. There we go. Okay. Right, now we have to go. Where we gotta go now is we gotta go here. And there I am. So we have a blind side around here, which is gotta be entertaining. So rather than try to make it as a blind side, I'm gonna come down here, go up by that Mercedes, I think it's meant to be, up towards the snowbank, and then reverse up. But before I do, I need to reverse off the fuel pump. Because the pay, working as a truck driver, the pay is absolutely shit. But the responsibility you got, the pay is fucking awful. No joking, in terms of pay versus responsibility ratio, you're better off flipping burgers at McDonald's. Seriously. I mean, this is probably treading on life and on two wheels' territory here. The pay as a medical person, with the responsibility you've got, be it as a consultant, an ambulance driver, a surgeon, the NHS, we praise them. But you're not paid off as much as you should be. No, it's in Scotland, which, unfortunately, Scotland, like the UK, left the European Union. Which is why I don't blame Scotland wanting independence so they can go back into EU. If I had my way, back into the building now. Yeah, if I had my way, you'd rejoin. We should... Late? Late? Really? Okay, whatever. And now we'll head back down, return trip back to Northern. Take the recycling back out. Yeah, chase your dreams. This country is that is foot life because of the useless excuse for wet towels of politicians that we've got right now. Afraid of progress, afraid of success. You know, we're becoming too successful in the world. We must leave. Slippy slidey. It can be a disability. I reckon Einstein was probably autistic. You know, and I'll say the wet towel that we've got in number 10 right now, he's useless. Yeah. LFA, low function autism, that's a disability. HFA, what you've got, is can actually be quite interesting. The fucking hell he was. Yes and no. If you've got a constant attention to detail, that's your autistic trait, friends. A constant attention for detail. Everything must be right. It literally, Maestro, depends on the person with the autism. I know of a few people, well, they're autism, they were hoarders. But to be honest, I probably got it. Don't think you have. But there's 6 billion people on this planet. There are 6 billion people with a higher or lesser degree of autism. Everyone on this planet is somewhere on the autistic spectrum. Or New Zealand. I'd actually go to New Zealand. The wildlife is not quite so deadly. Yeah. Everybody's probably got some trait. You have to, if there's say 10 traits, and if you got say 6 of them, your class is autistic. At least, yeah, somebody has got, on this people have got 1 or 2 of the traits. I think it's attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. which means if you are not getting all the attention you need, you tend to kick off to get the attention. There you go. Wipers on auto. Well, you come to the right place. I don't see this channel as a education channel. It's never meant to be an education channel, but you'll be surprised what you can learn when you're talking to the right people. I mean, life on two wheels. He's a motorbike paramedic. He was. You were a blood runner before, weren't you? Yeah, I can get distracted quite easily. Scoot off on a tangent somewhere. I think Boris Johnson's definitely autistic. Donald Trump definitely is. And I think he's also got ADHD as well. He likes the attention all the time. A lot of people, I I have quite a long fuse. But with some things I can have quite a short fuse. It literally depends on what is the trigger for the fuse point. It can do, I think. Wouldn't be surprised if it has some kind of effect. Yeah. But what gets me, car drivers and the likes? There's a advert going on of national highways right now. Know the zones. And it's aimed at car drivers hanging around HGVs. Because there's so many incidents of cars being caught out by foreign drivers. Or they get swept up. Yeah, you should be careful on the road. You should also look out for other people. But again, a lot of the thing is, a lot of car drivers are in too much of a hurry. And when you can only do, say, 55 miles per hour, and you're going down this road, another vehicle's trying to overtake you. The guy in the fucking Jeep behind the vehicle that's overtaking you gets really, really peed off. So when the vehicle overtaking you pulls in, he'll zoom by, pull in front of that vehicle and slam his fucking brakes on. Because you held him up. Well, I've never actually had a flashback of anything. Even when I fell off my truck, I've not had a flashback. No, they don't. I'm quite happy to sit at 60 miles an hour. If I'm going on a long trip, I'll just come up behind a lorry, stay about 4 seconds behind him and just sit at his speed. I ain't rushing. Get there when I get there. What really does my head in is when I see drivers tailgating. No, it's 90. Yeah, 56 miles an hour is 90k. Close, I think 60 miles an hour, I think it's about 102. But 2 kilometers per hour is not really, isn't it? But the modern car drivers are too much in there. Well, let's go. Oh, it's on Steam Deck as well. For me, this is very much very much a desktop game. Oh, you're thinking of Truck Driver. Personally, I think ETS is probably the better game. Okay, I'll have a look at that. It won't run on my phone though. Got a sore throat. Here we go. It's probably got some features which I think they should implement into Euro Truck. That's what you get for watching the chat. Happens every fucking stream. I personally prefer right-hand drive. Yeah, I should. Oh, dear. Although, did you notice the sound? I had screeching tyres on gravel. Left to life, everybody. Well, apparently, if you look around the SCS map, there are bus stations. Euro Truck Sim was also being prepared as a bus sim. ETS took off. Well, the old names in Eurotruck 1, I think it was Swift for Scania, Valiant for Volvo, DAV, DAV for DAF, Iveco for Iveco, Majestic for Mercedes. I mean, there's Fernbus as well. Yeah. Oh dear. It's about right for Daffy, you know, death from above. Yeah, I can imagine so. Possibly. Depends how much money you've got. Which is why in APB, what they did with the cars, they took various cars, put 2 or 3 together. Like the, say, I think it's a Moirai. I can't think who makes it, but the front of it is an Audi. The sides of it are a Chrysler 300C. I think it's a Micro. The sides are a Mini, the front and back are a Suzuki Swift. So what they do, they take 2 or 3 different vehicles and put them together into one. It's like they have the Balkan Culver, which is nicknamed the Grief Truck. It's got the front of an MAN or the cab of an old Volvo. Yeah, I think you do actually. Yeah, I think they do have to have an official license. I mean, which is why all the trailers in the game look generic. Oh, the Grief Trucks, I mean, they were fun. You can have some fun in them. You were slow to accelerate, but once they got up to speed, nothing could stop them. I mean, just have a look on YouTube for Balkan Culver APB. Some of the things. I mean, there's one particular team. What they did, they stacked the trucks. They've got 4 or 5 trucks, one on top of the other. some places you can get off the map, but be careful when you're doing that, because you might find that, oh, this road looks a bit solid. Right, no it isn't. I've driven off the map a couple of times. I've even fallen through the map. Took away the crash barriers, the collision barriers. I thought I'll just try to drive up here in Bergen. No. Through it went. I mean, places like Iceland, you can go quite far off the map. No, you don't want to do that. I mean, I got a Sisu mod, and I made it all-wheel drive. Just go to the dev file. Front axle driven, middle axle driven, rear axle driven. So this thing's now all-wheel drive. Right, that's a bit of fun. And it goes out of the depot, and there's some hills, and they're like that. I'm trying to drive up. I got a video of some photos in me and ATS, and there's a particular lake near to Mount Rainier. You can drive over the lake, you get to the shore, this other side of this lake, and there's a very steep hill. It's like about, for every, it's about 50-degree slope. It's a proper climb. Well, what how far can I actually get up it? The answer is quite far. But to get to the lake, you have to do something. To actually get to it, you have to do some interesting route planning. You have to get off the road, drive alongside the Armco, round a few trees to get down to the waterfront. I might try that one day. Well, if you do, make sure you got a good one. You can get so far up it, but then it kind of goes about almost vertical, so you can't. I think you get about 2/3 of the way up it. Right, I'll go back to Reykjavik. I'm gonna go downstairs, make myself a cup of coffee. Do the Stockholm. Hang on. No, it's not that one. That's it. That's the one. Pretty useless, isn't it? Yeah, the air horn is the Shocker XL off Steam Workshop. It's a proper get the out of my way. If you don't ink move, I will ingram you. Whereas the Stockhorn is like, I want to come through, please. Excuse me. Yeah, horn blasters. There's a few videos on YouTube where guys have put a compressor in the likes of like a Honda Civic, where the spare wheel well is underneath the car. They've mounted one of these. They go driving past some like bus stop, something like that. That's let it off. With about 200 pounds of pressure inside the air tank. Now that would be a really mature thing to do now, wouldn't it? Yeah, they have. Although SCS, I don't think I've updated the file for it. I think we're on the outskirts of Reykjavik now. And then I'm going to park up, set my other game to downgrade to 1.46 or 1.4, whatever they are. The next one, I think it's 146, so 148, because you done a maintenance update on ATS. Which will mean this game will be ending, so because I need to close this game down to allow my other game to on Steam to update, because while this is running, ATS won't update. That's SCS for you. And then we'll jump platforms. It'll probably take about 10 minutes to update the game, so you'll just have to deal with a blank screen for the moment. I've got to buy Balkans DLC. A couple of other things as well. I based a sackload. Horn on a Scania Enviro bus. Probably a sackload of shit. And whilst this is kicking off, like, where's you guys fucking fog lights on, asshole? Oh no, okay. Well, the horn on my DAF at work's a bit on the loud side. That's where we loaded it up from. No, Sam's Kip. We've got to go to Norsken, which is here. In some places I can do that. But when I'm driving around in a foreign country, I'd keep my GPS on. When I'm driving around the UK, it's not so bad. I can. I've got the button activated actually to cancel my GPS. Right, I'll leave this here for a moment. Right, I will be back in a moment. I'll let this. Right, back in a minute. Okay, Supertramps, see you all be well, hopefully, next week. Next Friday is obviously Halloween night. No, it's Halloween weekend, it's not Halloween night. Right, I'm going to end this game, this particular game. Right, okay, we are there. So if I go to there, no, not Discord, I want Steam. Now, library, properties, betas, updates. Actually, betas. Beta participation 1484 incompatible mods. This will now update and start downloading. And shouldn't take too long. Should only take a couple of minutes to do. Updating. Bump. And then we'll go into ATS. Shouldn't take too long to update this game. It's 8% now done. See if I've had an email to roam out. No. 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 Maestro, enough of the emotes, please. There's a wacky emote. Oi! Stop it. Please. Don't spam the emotes. One more, Maestro. I'm going to have to whack you on timeout, please. I'd rather you didn't. We don't need all that shizzle. Right, are we updated? Have we updated? No, we're about halfway through. We got to patch 14 gigabytes. Really? Why does it have to take so long? Then once we've done that, we'll jump on and we'll probably drive my maybe my 610. Well, apparently in 149, which is the next patch after 1485, we're getting the Packard Technical Centre. So it's so let me just go back to here for a moment. This is what we're going to be getting. Packard Technical Centre. It's going to be done. I think they're doing it as a 1-to-1. This will be interesting. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Has it uploaded? No. 14% to go. Oh, got 18. What's it? How much is Balkans? I'll be installing that at some point. I'll need to update my Pro mods to the next version, and then update my. Are we done? Are we done? Yes, we are. We can now go to American Truck Simulator. So let's go on to ATS for a short time. Find what time the post office as well closes on King Street, which will give me the amount of time I need. Find what time they close. 11 o'clock. So actually, I've not got that much time. So I might have to scoot off now, actually, because I'm supposed to have a parcel waiting for me. So what I'll do, I'll pick this up here, and I'll see you next week, because we've just seen the closing time for the post office. So I've got to go. So otherwise, I may not get my parcel. If it's there. It should be there, because I've had the red letter. So all being well, I'll see you all guys next week.